My record has been strong in 16 years in the State House, and I was out of politics for 8 years back in the free world, breathing free air and paying mandatory taxes as a private citizen. I come back to Congress for one term as one who says, it's not working. We have to get control again. So I remained, I'm a conservative. I will vote conservative. I will vote for limited government. And my record shows that. And the Democrats are some of my best advertisers, because they will use those as talking points of negatives toward me. But I'll keep my promises. I was attacked by the Jackson Citizen Patriot and the Battle Creek Inquirer when I was in Congress for stating that I was able to get a legislative directed funding item for the district that was supremely needed and appropriately paid for by tax dollars. It was a parallel runway at the Battle Creek Airport. We have our Air National Guard there. We have the Western Michigan Aviation Flight School. We have Duncan Aviation there. We have General Aviation, and it's also a international point of trade. We needed that. Aviation fuel taxes pay for those types of things. Came from our people. And so I fought for that. I put it in as an earmark into the transportation budget. But I said during the campaign, while I work for appropriate funding for our district, and I'll work hard, yet I will not be blackmailed to voting for the pork barrel, Bridge to Nowhere, and other things like that, just to get funding for my district. Because then, where is the end? Where do we stop what's going on that is abusing the taxpayer and violating the Constitution? And I said, I bet I can still get the things that are necessary for this district. Well, I got that. But it was in the transportation budget with the Bridge to Nowhere and turtle fences and other things like that. So I voted against it on the floor of the House. It went to the Senate. Parallel runway was still there. Came out of the Senate, came back, conference committee. Parallel runway was still there. Went to signing by the President, signed it. We got the funding for the parallel runway. And they took me to task for saying, how could you say that you got that funding? You didn't vote for the bill. Well, that's true, I didn't. But I also promised you that I would not be blackmailed to vote for garbage, just so I could get my little item. And that's what I commit again. And that's why the Republican conference now has taken a pledge for a moratorium on all earmarking. I've signed that pledge as well. We've got to find a better way. And at the very least, we've got to find a way that the American public understands and accepts. And until we do that, I'm just going to have to be a better salesman and going to bureaucracy and saying, no, we don't need funding for that in the district as much as we need it for this. And if I'm out and about like this, I'm not hiding from it. I'm holding town hall meetings. I held town hall meetings when I was in Congress. Remember the $5 a gallon gas? I was holding town halls on energy. And I had my nose hairs singed quite a few times in those town halls. There was people talking to me, people that I served, and gave me the opportunity to represent them, and I ought to be out there listening to them, as well as reporting back. Mark Schauer hasn't done that. He's not holding unscreened town hall meetings. You found that out last August, didn't you?